We're down to the final two, everybody. It's Christmas Eve. We've got 2 bottles left for our double bourbon advent calendar blind tasting here on the channel. Thanks again for stopping by and coming back and check out another one of these videos. We are gonna just jump right into it because, of course, I'm not done with all of my Christmas wrapping and things I need to do, like I'm sure none of you are, and if you say you are, I don't believe you. We'll jump right in. Bottle number 1 here. Double blind bottle, no idea what's in it. Could be literally anything. It's from, both of these are from bourbon groups I'm a member of here in Michigan. These folks did like a whole contribute your entry fee and then we'll do all the work and you have a mystery box of bourbons to try over the course of 25 days. So that one's a full mystery. This other one here, they're calling it this top shelf bottle, and it's $100 or greater pour, or $100 or greater bottle. $100 pour, ooh, that's getting them some spicy stuff there. $100 or greater bottle, and I contributed a bottle, 4 Roses OBSK, and 24 other people threw in all kinds of fun stuff like Stag and Weller Full Proof and etc. We've come down to the wire here. Oh, I was about to smell that. I'm out of line. We've come down to the wire. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get to bottle number 1. See, I'm all flustered because I have an ill-fitting Santa hat, and you know it's Christmas Eve, and you know Santa's coming, folks. I think he's already fired up the sleigh. So you better be ready. Better get those kids to bed. If you're watching this, they better be asleep already, even if it's 10 in the morning. I don't care. Put them to bed early. You don't need that. You don't need that nonsense. You got stuff to do. I know you got stuff to do. I'm getting a lot of the typical, the typical vanilla on this one. Vanilla and some brown sugar. Kind of nice middle of the road color on it. Doesn't smell incredibly hot. I mean, it kind of smells like it could be 100 or so proof off the rip. Something's there, I can't quite pick it up. It's a little, kind of like there's a little mintiness, almost like a toothpaste mint, kind of a mint nose, just right on the edge. So there's a fair amount of cinnamon. It's a bit hotter than I expected. I mean, this could be closer to like 110. Bit of cinnamon going on. Cinnamon mintiness. Could be some rye spice. Yeah, it's got a little bit of heat. It's fairly sweet on the front. Mid palate, it kind of mellows out a bit. Decent burn, decent hug, a decent warmth in the chest. The long finish is actually pretty pleasant. It kind of hangs out for a while, so this could be a little older. I mean, this could be 8 or 9 years maybe. It's gonna be fun when I get the final list and see how completely off I was on all of these. You know what's even better? I didn't write any of this down, so I get the pleasure of rewatching all my videos to take notes on what I said about everything, so that when I come back and tell you what everything actually was, I can be like, oh, remember how I said this was bug spray and this was fantastic, and this was Pop-Tarts? That's what it's going to be. So, overall, it's pretty decent. I mean, there's a bit of kind of a bitterness or a tannic kind of a thing going on. I'm not a huge fan of. It's like a 55, it's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I love it more than I hate it, but I still don't love it. You know what I mean? Speaking of ill-fitting Santa hats, I discovered a company recently and I love their stuff. They aren't going to see this, but maybe someday they'll be a channel sponsor. Wouldn't that be cool? Mammoth Headwear. Any of you out there have gigantic heads like me and nothing fits? Unfortunately, this is what I'm about to talk about. They've got like trucker hats and baseball caps, and they actually added some like beanies and stuff this year. I haven't got one of those yet, but I love their other hats. They actually, usually I can't wear a snapback or anything. Like the large XL flex fit hats, give me a headache. These hats are great. So, Mammoth Headwear, if you're listening, Santa hats. You gotta sell a Santa hat for the big-headed folks out there like me. I would definitely grab one because this is embarrassing. But do what you gotta do for the people. All right, glass 2. All right, so off the nose, I think this is the Origin. It's got a bit of that kind of Irish nose to it. The Origin, all their stuff, it's pot distilled. So it's got kind of that Irish character to it, even though I've got very little experience drinking their stuff, so I just barely know what I'm talking about when it comes to those. But I'm definitely picking some of that up here. It's gonna be real embarrassing if somehow this is the Old Forester 1924, but I really don't think so off the nose. Let's take a sip. That's interesting. That's fairly creamy. There's a fair amount of mintiness too in this one. That's interesting, yeah. On the beginning taste of that, I didn't get a ton of heat, but it's burning pretty, microphone. It's burning fairly deep. So it's definitely, I think it's gotta be hotter. Yeah, my vote on this is it's definitely that Origin. Yeah, there's some burn on this thing for sure. I looked it up a few days ago, so I don't remember. I think I found out this batch was like 126 proof or something. Could be wrong. I might have read the wrong one, but I think it's, what is it, 2022B or something? $2023B. I was so close. So close. You know, while I'm thinking about this, I forgot to introduce today's emotional support bottle. They're all trained. They've been through an extensive training program to become emotional support bottles. Not any bottle can be an emotional support bottle. They go through a rigorous selection process done by me exclusively. And then they're trained exclusively by me as well. This one in particular is Bardstown Discovery Series 11, which we've had a little bit of work's been done on this guy. Bardstown's just got some of the prettiest bottles. I love their stuff. I had a tasting over the weekend with a friend of mine. We discovered that I had Discovery 8 and 11, and he had 6, 9, and 10. So we got to do 5 of them blind, which was pretty cool. And I discovered that was my least favorite of all of them, which is unfortunate considering it's like 73% 13-year-old wild turkey. So I feel pretty bad about that. But, you know, whatever, that's the whole point of blind tasting. You lose all your preconceptions on what you think a bottle might actually be based on what you paid for it. Thankfully, with all those, they all pretty much cost the same as far as I know. So there wasn't any like pricing opinion issues there. But yeah, mine didn't fare as well in the tasting for me. It's funny, my friend actually enjoyed, we discovered he kind of likes the newer ones better and I kind of like the older ones better. So I think 9 was actually, of the 5, number 9 was my favorite. So yeah, I guess it'll just be the emotional support bottle for now because I didn't love it as much as I'd hoped. But let's get through the end of this thing and figure out what we have to say. I've already decided what the bottle is, but I mean, it's pretty good. I'm still uncertain. I don't know how I feel about the pot still thing. Like, I don't do a lot of Irish whiskey, so maybe I haven't acquired that taste in my palate yet. This is good. It's just, there's something about that flavor that it's not on the top of my list. I still think this is, where we're gonna rate this guy. I think being, you know, like cask strength is the redeeming quality for me. I think one that I had before was a proof down, like 100, like a bottle and bond or something, and I was just kind of, didn't love it. The proof kind of rescues it for me. Whatever the flavors are, whether I love them or I think they're, you know, I respect them. They're more intense in this than what I had before, so at least I can, you know, experience it more. So I'm gonna say that's like a 71. All you Origin fans can become Original Barber haters in the comments below. That's fine. I thrive on your energy, so well, I'm happy to have it. But yeah, that was good. I actually, let's make sure. Boy, it's not gonna be funny with Old Forester. There's no way. Let's do the scratch off. Yep, Origin 2023B. So unfortunately, we know what tomorrow is. Maybe I shouldn't have looked at the back, but so tomorrow will be the Old Forester 1924, and I cannot wait to try it. And boy, what a wonderful Christmas present. I've never had it. I've never even seen a bottle available to purchase. So my Christmas gift is Old Forester 1924. So come back tomorrow on Christmas after you've, opened your presents and built all your drum sets and everything else that you have to do for the family. Maybe throw a shot of bourbon cream in your coffee. That'll probably help you out. It's going to help me. Guarantee it. So thanks again for stopping by and check out this video. Enjoy this Christmas Eve with your family, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Old Forester 1924 tasting on Christmas Day. Cheers, everybody. Thanks.